Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. I'm not interested in preserving the status quo, I want to overthrow it. Since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. A government which does not trust its citizens to be armed is not itself to be trusted. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. The more sand has escaped from the hourglass of our life, the clearer we should see through it. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. Never was anything great achieved without danger. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. One change always leaves the way open for the establishment of others. Entrepreneurs are simply those who understand that there is little difference between obstacle and opportunity and are able to turn both to their advantage. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. Men are so simple of mind, and so much dominated by their immediate needs, that a deceitful man will always find plenty who are ready to be deceived. Power is the pivot on which everything hinges. He who has the power is always right, the weaker is always wrong. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. One who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived. It is just as difficult to understand the nature of the people one must be a prince, and to understand the nature of the prince, one must be of the people. Politics have no relation to morals. Princes and governments are far more dangerous than other elements within society. Men rise from one ambition to another. First, they seek to secure themselves against attack, and then they attack others. There is no avoiding war, it can only be postponed to the advantage of others. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Never do an enemy a small injury. Whoever conquers a free town and does not demolish it commits a great error and may expect to be ruined himself. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. Always assume incompetence before looking for conspiracy. It is a common fault not to anticipate storms when the sea is calm. A sign of intelligence is an awareness of one's own ignorance. Men in general judge more by the sense of sight than by the sense of touch, because everyone can see but few can test by feeling. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. Of mankind we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. Alexander never did what he said, Cesare never said what he did. Any man who tries to be good all the time is bound to come to ruin among the great number who are not good. I desire to go to hell and not to heaven. In the former I shall enjoy the company of popes, kings and princes, while in the latter are only beggars, monks and apostles. A son can bear. We cannot attribute to fortune or virtue that which is achieved without either. There is nothing more important than appearing to be religious. God is not willing to do everything, and thus take away our free will and that share of glory which belongs to us. Hence it comes about that all armed prophets have been victorious, and all unarmed prophets have been destroyed. For, in truth, there is no sure way of holding other than by destroying. He who thinks new favors will cause great personages to forget old injuries deceives himself. Hence a prince who wants to keep his authority must learn how not to be good, and use that knowledge, or refrain from using it, as necessity requires.